phrase, "worst cars no one buys," according to Consumer Reports, refers to a list or analysis created by Consumer Reports, a trusted US-based organization that tests and reviews vehicles for quality, reliability, safety, and owner satisfaction. This specific term highlights vehicles that perform poorly in multiple categories and, as a result, fail to attract buyers in the market. These worst cars often suffer from a combination of issues, such as unreliable engines, weak fuel economy, poor ride comfort, confusing infotainment systems, or low resale value. Consumer Reports gathers its data through extensive road tests, owner surveys, and mechanical inspections, making their findings widely respected in the automotive industry. When a car appears on this list, it typically means that thousands of real owners have reported repeated problems, such as transmission failures, electronic malfunctions, or disappointing overall quality. This is 20 worst cars no one buys, according to Consumer Reports. Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. The Consumer Reports reliability forecast for new cars indicates a very low predicted reliability for the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. In fact, CR suggests the Pacifica Hybrid is expected to be less reliable than many new vehicles, largely because of its complex hybrid architecture and past performance data. One of the most significant trouble spots is the electronics and powertrain system. In Consumer Reports' annual survey framework, these are among the worst performing categories for this vehicle. Issues in the hybrid control electronics, battery management, software calibration, and power electronics tend to rear up over time. These systems are more intricate than in a conventional vehicle, and minor faults in sensors, wiring, or control modules can cascade into bigger failures. Owners and user forums have reported recurring faults such as hybrid system warnings, limp modes, engine shutdowns, and cooling or conditioning errors tied to the battery or hybrid system. Volkswagen Taos. The Volkswagen Taos entered the compact SUV segment with high expectations, offering European styling, solid handling, and advanced technology in an affordable package. However, according to Consumer Reports, the Taos has quickly earned a reputation as one of the least reliable vehicles in its class. Despite its premium feel and attractive design, owners have consistently reported powertrain and electrical problems that seriously affect its dependability. One of the main concerns lies in the engine and transmission system. Many drivers have experienced rough shifting, stalling, and sudden power loss, particularly in the 1.5-liter turbocharged engine paired with a dual-clutch automatic transmission. This setup, while designed for efficiency, often feels jerky in stop-and-go traffic and can even hesitate when accelerating, a frustrating flaw for daily driving. Some owners reported the vehicle entering limp mode, a safety feature that activates when the car detects a serious issue, leaving them stranded unexpectedly. Electrical reliability has also been a major sore point. Ford F-150 Hybrid. The Ford F-150 Hybrid was introduced as part of Ford's push toward electrified trucks, combining the rugged appeal of America's best-selling pickup with modern hybrid technology. On paper, it sounded like the perfect bridge between power and efficiency. A 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 paired with an electric motor and a lithium-ion battery pack, producing an impressive 430 horsepower and 570 pound of torque. Yet, despite these promising numbers, Consumer Reports has consistently ranked the F-150 Hybrid low in reliability, especially due to hybrid-specific powertrain and electrical issues. What makes this reliability drop especially disappointing is that the regular gas-powered F-150 models score significantly higher in CR's reliability charts. The hybrid version, while more fuel-efficient and powerful on paper, has become a reminder that mixing complex hybrid technology with a workhorse truck platform can introduce unforeseen complications. Ford has issued several technical service bulletins to address software updates, wiring harness repairs, and battery cooling modifications. Volvo XC60 Plug-in Hybrid. The Volvo XC60 Plug-in Hybrid Once praised for its Scandinavian elegance, advanced safety features, and refined hybrid powertrain, has recently seen its reputation take a hit due to growing concerns about build quality, electrical malfunctions, and complex tech issues. According to Consumer Reports, reliability ratings for the plug-in hybrid variant have dropped significantly, largely because of the very systems that were meant to make it more efficient and futuristic. Another common complaint involves charging-related issues. Some users have experienced slow or inconsistent charging behavior, while others note that the hybrid system occasionally fails to switch smoothly between electric and gasoline modes. In a few cases, the battery management system was said to misread charge levels, leading to sudden drops in electric range or premature engine engagement. These are small technical failures, but collectively they affect the car's usability and long-term confidence. Rivian R1T. The Rivian R1T burst onto the automotive scene as one of the most exciting electric trucks ever produced. With its futuristic design, jaw-dropping off-road capabilities, and a driving experience that rivals luxury EVs, the R1T instantly won over enthusiasts and early adopters alike. It represented not only the dawn of Rivian as a brand, but also a vision of what electric adventure vehicles could become. However, despite all the innovation and hype, Consumer Reports and early ownership surveys have revealed a troubling reality behind the scenes: a high number of issues and recalls that have plagued early owners. Consumer Reports has flagged the R1T for low predicted reliability, citing the frequency of service visits and recalls that many owners have faced during the first year of ownership. Several recall campaigns were issued to address issues like airbag sensors, seatbelt systems, and steering control fasteners, all critical components that raised concerns about long-term dependability. While Rivian has moved quickly to fix these problems, the high frequency of such recalls has affected consumer confidence in an otherwise revolutionary truck. Jeep Grand Cherokee L. The Jeep Grand Cherokee L, once hailed as a symbol of rugged sophistication, has recently been under fire for its disappointing reliability record. Consumer Reports survey responses reveal a pattern of mechanical and electrical issues that have left many owners frustrated and disillusioned. Despite its premium styling, advanced tech features, and family-friendly three-row configuration, the Grand Cherokee L seems to struggle with consistency, where it matters most long-term dependability. Several owners mention recurring transmission issues, harsh shifting, hesitation, or outright failure in some cases. The V6 and V8 engine options, while powerful, have been criticized for inconsistent performance and occasional stalling, particularly in early production models. Suspension noises and premature wear on steering components have further damaged the model's reputation for refinement. Such problems undermine Jeep's claim that the Grand Cherokee L offers both luxury and toughness in equal measure. Owners have reported problems ranging from malfunctioning infotainment screens to faulty driver assist sensors and random electronic resets. The Nissan Frontier, once praised for its rugged simplicity and old-school dependability, has seen its reputation slip in recent years according to Consumer Reports data. While the Frontier remains a capable mid-size pickup with solid off-road performance and towing strength, CR data paints a more complicated picture when it comes to reliability and ownership satisfaction. Consumer Reports highlights that several model years of the Frontier show below-average reliability, primarily due to recurring issues in key mechanical and electronic systems. The most common problem clusters include transmission issues, electrical malfunctions, and interior quality concerns. Owners have reported rough or delayed shifting in automatic transmissions, especially in models from the mid-2010s, along with premature wear in drivetrain components. These problems not only affect driving comfort, but can lead to costly repairs that damage the truck's long-term value. In addition, the Frontier's infotainment and electronic systems have been a notable weak spot. CR data points to glitches in touchscreen responsiveness, Bluetooth connectivity, and inconsistent sensor performance in newer models. While these issues may not impact drivability directly, they reduce user satisfaction, particularly as competitors like the Toyota Tacoma and Honda Ridgeline have improved in these areas. Volkswagen Jetta. The Volkswagen Jetta, once celebrated for its European flair and solid driving dynamics, has in recent years struggled with a number of owner-reported reliability issues that have significantly impacted its standing in Consumer Reports evaluations. While the Jetta still offers refined handling and a comfortable interior, repeated complaints, particularly regarding electronics, steering systems, and drivetrain components, have pushed its reliability score downward and shaken owner confidence. One of the most common areas of concern involves the electronic systems. Many owners report persistent malfunctions with infotainment units, including frozen touchscreens, Bluetooth connectivity drops, and erratic backup camera behavior. These issues might seem minor, but when combined with intermittent sensor failures, such as lane assist and blind spot monitoring errors, they paint a picture of inconsistent quality control in the Jetta's electrical architecture. Modern vehicles rely heavily on complex software systems, and in the Jetta's case, those systems appear more fragile than those found in competitors like the Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla. Another recurring problem area is the steering and suspension system. Drivers have reported episodes of notchy or inconsistent steering feedback, especially at low speeds. Jeep Grand Cherokee Standard. The Jeep Grand Cherokee Standard model has long carried an image of ruggedness and adventure, symbolizing the American SUV spirit. However, when it comes to Consumer Reports data, the story behind this iconic vehicle is far less flattering. Despite its strong brand identity and off-road capabilities, the Grand Cherokee has consistently struggled in two crucial areas: reliability and owner satisfaction. According to CR's extensive surveys, owners have reported a wide range of issues across multiple model years. Common problems include transmission failures, electrical system glitches, and malfunctioning infotainment units, issues that are both costly and frustrating to repair. The vehicle's high level of technology and luxury features, while appealing on the surface, also seem to contribute to its reliability woes. The more complex the system, the higher the chance of something going wrong, and the Grand Cherokee embodies that perfectly. Another recurring issue is inconsistency. While some owners report relatively smooth experiences, others encounter serious mechanical or electronic breakdowns, even within the first few years of ownership. This inconsistency makes the vehicle difficult to recommend for those who prioritize long-term dependability. Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler has long been celebrated as an off-road icon, a rugged symbol of freedom and adventure. However, when it comes to reliability and long-term ownership, Consumer Reports has consistently placed the Wrangler near the bottom of its rankings. Despite its legendary status and fan-base loyalty, the vehicle suffers from frequent and recurring problems across multiple critical systems, including the powertrain, steering, and electrical components. One of the most persistent issues lies in the powertrain. Owners often report rough shifting, transmission hesitation, and unexpected stalling. In some cases, the automatic transmission fails to engage properly or jerks when accelerating, especially in newer models equipped with turbocharged engines. These issues not only affect drivability, but also raise safety concerns, particularly when driving on highways or challenging terrain. The transfer case, essential for four-wheel drive operation, has also been a source of complaints due to fluid leaks and mechanical noise, suggesting quality control inconsistencies in manufacturing. The steering system is another major weak point. Many Wrangler owners describe a phenomenon often referred to as the death wobble, a violent vibration in the steering wheel that occurs after hitting a bump at moderate or high speeds. Kia Forte. At first glance, the Kia Forte seems like a smart, practical choice. It's compact, affordable, and offers modern styling with a tech-friendly cabin. But according to Consumer Reports, the reality for many owners tells a different story. The Forte has landed on CR's least satisfying vehicles list, and the reasons behind this are not about one single flaw, but a combination of small disappointments that add up over time. One of the biggest issues reported by owners is comfort. While the Forte's seats look supportive, many complain that they become uncomfortable during long drives. The suspension is also tuned on the firmer side, which means bumps and road imperfections are felt more sharply than in rivals like the Toyota Corolla or Honda Civic. Combined with noticeable road and wind noise at highway speeds, the overall driving experience can feel tiring rather than relaxing. Then there's the question of value and satisfaction. On paper, the Forte offers a lot of features for its price: touchscreen infotainment, smartphone integration, and good fuel economy. However, owners have reported that these features don't always feel as refined or reliable as they should. The cabin materials, though visually appealing, feel cheaper to the touch. Over time, this leads some buyers to feel they didn't quite get the long-term value they expected when compared to competitors offering better build quality and quieter interiors. Nissan Altima. The Nissan Altima, once a symbol of affordable sophistication and family reliability, has recently fallen from grace according to Consumer Reports. Once praised for its sleek design, fuel efficiency, and comfortable ride, the Altima now finds itself among cars with lower owner satisfaction and recurring problem reports, a position that surprises longtime Nissan enthusiasts. One of the biggest issues highlighted by owners involves the CVT, a component Nissan heavily relies on across its lineup. While designed to provide smooth acceleration and better fuel economy, many drivers report shuddering, slipping, or even complete transmission failure within just a few years of ownership. These problems often lead to expensive repairs that can cost thousands of dollars, damaging consumer confidence in the brand. Another recurring complaint centers on interior quality and long-term comfort. Although the Altima's cabin initially feels refined, owners note that materials wear down quickly, especially on seats, door panels, and the steering wheel. Road noise also tends to intrude at highway speeds, making long trips less enjoyable compared to rivals like the Toyota Camry or Honda Accord. Consumer Reports also points out electronic system malfunctions, including issues with the infotainment unit, backup camera, and driver assistance sensors. These glitches may not pose safety risks, but they contribute to frustration and lower satisfaction ratings among tech-savvy buyers who expect reliability and seamless functionality. Nissan Kicks. The Nissan Kicks was designed to be a stylish, affordable urban crossover aimed at young drivers looking for practicality and efficiency. On paper, it seems like an appealing package, a compact SUV with great fuel economy, a modern design, and an affordable price tag. However, according to Consumer Reports owner satisfaction surveys, the Kicks has struggled to meet expectations when it comes to reliability, comfort, and overall driving experience. One of the main issues highlighted by owners is engine performance. The Kicks' 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine produces modest power, which often feels underwhelming, especially during highway merging or uphill driving. The continuously variable transmission, a common complaint across several Nissan models, is frequently cited for its jerky acceleration and lack of responsiveness. Many owners report that the transmission feels unrefined, making the driving experience less enjoyable over time. Another recurring issue concerns reliability and long-term durability. Owners have reported a range of mechanical problems, including issues with the electrical system, infotainment screen glitches, and premature wear in components like the suspension and brakes. These reliability concerns have pushed the Kicks toward the lower end of Consumer Reports' reliability rankings for subcompact SUV. Kia Seltos. Kia Seltos seems like the perfect compact SUV. It's stylish, efficient, and priced competitively. With its modern design, a bold front fascia, and a well-equipped cabin, it gives the impression of a vehicle that punches above its weight. Yet, according to Consumer Reports' least satisfying vehicles roundup, the Seltos has landed in a disappointing position, not because it's a bad car, but because it simply fails to meet the expectations of its owners in real-world use. One of the key complaints among Seltos owners centers around comfort and ride quality. Despite its SUV look, the suspension feels firm and jittery over uneven roads. Many report that the ride becomes harsh at higher speeds or on poorly maintained city streets. The noise insulation is also below average for its class, with noticeable tire and wind noise seeping into the cabin, something drivers don't expect from a car marketed as a premium-feeling crossover. Another point of frustration is the transmission performance. The continuously variable transmission used in lower trims often feels unrefined, with sluggish responses during acceleration. Owners have described the experience as rubber banding, where the engine revs rise, but the actual speed doesn't follow immediately, an annoyance that affects both city and highway driving. Inside, while the design looks upscale, the materials tell a different story. Jeep Compass. The Jeep Compass has long promised rugged adventure in a compact, city-friendly package, a smaller sibling to the Grand Cherokee with off-road roots and urban styling. However, according to Consumer Reports survey results, the Compass consistently ranks near the bottom when it comes to owner satisfaction and reliability, raising concerns among potential buyers who expect Jeep's legendary durability. One of the biggest issues flagged in the CR data is mechanical reliability. Owners have reported recurring problems with the transmission, electrical systems, and infotainment software. The 9-speed automatic transmission, in particular, has been a major complaint. Many users describe it as sluggish, jerky, or unpredictable, especially in stop-and-go traffic. This inconsistency has a direct impact on driving comfort and fuel efficiency, reducing overall satisfaction with the driving experience. On the performance side, the Compass's 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine has been criticized for being underpowered and noisy, especially when pushed on highways or during uphill climbs. Combined with a transmission that doesn't always deliver smooth shifts, the driving experience feels less refined compared to rivals. Despite these shortcomings, the Compass does retain some redeeming qualities. Its off-road capability, especially in the Trailhawk trim, remains a standout feature in its class. Mercedes-Benz GLA. The Mercedes-Benz GLA might carry the prestige of its iconic three-pointed star, but according to Consumer Reports, it ranks near the lower end of satisfaction and reliability lists for small luxury SUVs. While the badge promises sophistication and engineering excellence, many owners report that the GLA doesn't quite live up to the Mercedes-Benz reputation, especially when it comes to comfort, refinement, and everyday practicality. One of the main criticisms lies in the ride quality and interior space. The GLA, particularly in its earlier models, feels more like a compact hatchback than a true luxury SUV. The suspension can be firm over rough roads, and the rear seating area is cramped compared to rivals like the BMW X1 or Volvo XC40. Passengers often describe the cabin as tight and less premium than what they expect from a Mercedes-Benz. The cargo space is also limited, making it less versatile for family use or travel. Another major area of disappointment is reliability and performance consistency. Consumer Reports. Surveys highlight frequent issues with the infotainment system, electronics, and even engine performance in some variants. While the GLA 250 offers peppy acceleration with its turbocharged engine, the overall driving experience can feel disconnected. Steering feedback is light and lacks the precision many drivers expect in this segment, making it less engaging on the road. In terms of value, the GLA often struggles to justify its price tag. Infiniti QX50. The Infiniti QX50, once positioned as Infiniti's answer to the compact luxury SUV segment dominated by German rivals like the BMW X3 and Audi Q5, has struggled to capture consistent owner satisfaction, something Consumer Reports has noted in their annual reliability and satisfaction studies. While the QX50 boasts an elegant design, a high-quality interior, and advanced technology, many owners report that the overall experience does not live up to expectations for a premium SUV in its price range. One of the main criticisms revolves around performance and driving feel. Infiniti made a bold engineering decision by equipping the QX50 with a 2.0-liter variable compression turbocharged engine designed to balance power and efficiency. While the technology itself is impressive, its real-world execution has been underwhelming. Drivers often find the power delivery inconsistent, and when paired with the continuously variable transmission, it produces a droning sound under acceleration. This combination leads to a driving experience that feels less refined compared to the crisp, responsive behavior of competitors like the Acura RDX or Mercedes-Benz GLC. Reliability, a critical factor for owner satisfaction, has also been inconsistent. Some owners have reported issues with the electronics, CVT reliability, and build quality over time. When combined with the relatively high maintenance costs of a luxury brand, this has contributed to a sense that the QX50 does not deliver sufficient value for the money. Mercedes-Benz GLB. The Mercedes-Benz GLB, once touted as a versatile and family-friendly entry into the luxury compact SUV segment, has surprisingly landed among Consumer Reports' least satisfying compact luxury models. While it carries the prestigious Mercedes badge and offers the promise of premium comfort, practicality, and technology, owners seem to feel that the GLB doesn't quite deliver the experience they expected for the price. One of the main reasons for this low satisfaction rating lies in its performance and refinement. The base GLB 250 uses a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, producing 221 horsepower, adequate but far from thrilling. Many owners report that the engine feels underpowered and strained, especially when the SUV is fully loaded with passengers or luggage. The dual-clutch transmission, which is supposed to provide quick, sporty shifts, instead tends to feel jerky and hesitant at low speeds. This makes city driving less smooth than what buyers expect from a Mercedes. Another major complaint revolves around ride quality and interior comfort. Despite its boxy and spacious design, the GLB's ride can feel harsh on imperfect roads. Some owners mention that the suspension setup feels too firm, transmitting bumps and vibrations into the cabin. The optional third-row seat, one of the GLB's standout selling points, is also criticized for being cramped and suitable only for children, not adults. Then there's the technology experience. Mercedes' MBUX infotainment system is visually impressive, but many users find it overly complicated and unintuitive. Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. The Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport is a bold-looking midsize SUV that promises style, space, and comfort. On paper, it offers plenty of appeal: a sleek, coupe-like roofline, a roomy interior, and strong technology features. However, beneath its modern design, Consumer Reports surveys have consistently shown that owner satisfaction and reliability ratings for the Atlas Cross Sport fall below expectations. One of the most common complaints among owners involves reliability issues, particularly with the transmission, electrical systems, and in-car electronics. Some drivers reported hesitation or rough shifting from the 8-speed automatic transmission, especially when accelerating from a stop. Others mentioned problems with the infotainment system freezing or randomly rebooting, a recurring issue in several Volkswagen models. These reliability concerns have hurt the SUV's reputation, especially when compared to more dependable rivals like the Toyota Highlander or Honda Passport. Beyond mechanical reliability, owner satisfaction scores have also been disappointing. While many appreciate the Atlas Cross Sport's handsome exterior and spacious cabin, others feel it lacks the refinement expected from a modern SUV in this price range. The ride quality, for instance, has been described as firm and somewhat unsettled over rough roads, making long trips less comfortable than competitors. Some owners also mentioned subpar fuel economy, with real-world figures often falling below EPA estimates, a frustrating detail for those expecting efficiency alongside power. Audi A6. The Audi A6, long admired for its luxurious design, cutting-edge technology, and refined driving experience, has often been viewed as one of the most sophisticated sedans in the premium segment. However, even this highly respected model has not escaped criticism from Consumer Reports, which has included certain model years of the A6 on its list of used cars to avoid. The reasons behind this classification are tied primarily to reliability concerns and high maintenance or repair costs that can surprise unsuspecting buyers. According to CR's data, some versions of the Audi A6, particularly from the early to mid-2010s, have shown below-average reliability in several key areas. Common trouble spots include the engine, transmission, and electrical systems. Owners have reported issues such as oil leaks, turbocharger failures, and malfunctioning infotainment systems, all of which can lead to expensive repairs. The complexity of the A6's engineering, while impressive, also contributes to higher service costs. German luxury cars, in general, are known for their precision, but also for requiring specialized tools and knowledge to maintain properly, and the A6 is no exception. Another point raised by CR is the cost of ownership. Beyond repairs, the Audi A6 often demands premium fuel, specialized tires, and parts that are significantly more expensive than those of mainstream competitors.